Now let's bring our reporter Kethevane Gorjestani into the programme. Kethevane, of course, on the scene as well. Kethevane, what can you tell us? I understand you're at the Conseil de Sécurité.
Yes, this emergency defense meeting taking place here at the Élysée Palace. The ministers, along with the French President François Hollande, have been in this meeting for a little over half an hour. The ministers present around President Hollande, they're the Minister of Defense, Jean-Yves Le Drian, the Justice Minister, Christiane Taubira, as well as Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius. Manuel Valls, we've heard him. He was speaking from South America, but he is taking part in this meeting through a video conference. Bernard Cazeneuve, the Interior Minister, who was at the scene of the attack earlier today, was to participate in this meeting too, but by phone. This emergency meeting also has the heads of all the intelligence services as well as France's security forces all there to determine how to react and what to do with the security forces and how to deploy them to ensure national security.
Very much a situation then of full alert, Kethevane.
Yes, full alert. We saw a lot of police presence on our way to the Élysée Palace. They've also announced that security was amped up in the region of the attack around that town. And of course, the security alert is very high, and the terrorist threat is really global, as we've seen with the Tunisian attacks. Remember, the French President François Hollande had a conversation with the Tunisian President Essebsi earlier, right before getting into this defense meeting. The two men spoke for about 10-15 minutes. The French president, of course, expressed his solidarity to the Tunisian people, and the two men discussed this cooperation to fight terrorism, whether it's in France or in Tunisia or elsewhere. And they both said that what had to be done globally and with all the countries hand in hand together against the terrorist threat.
We'll be speaking more on this special programme about the incident in Tunisia. But as you brought it up, Kethevane, let's talk a bit more about that now in terms of what this means. Obviously, France's commitment to fight terror abroad has made it very much a target for Al-Qaeda and aligned terror groups. There's no established link yet between what's happened in Lyon and Al-Qaeda as we exactly know it. However, the elements seem to point to some kind of link in some way, shape or form. In terms of what's happened in Tunisia too, Kethevane, obviously 27 dead there. I imagine the shock still resonating where you're at the Élysée.
Yes, the French president, what we've heard from some sources is that he was really shocked by the number of dead in that Tunisian attack, expressed, as I said, his solidarity and his sadness to what happened in Tunisia. But of course, he's also saying that this is a major threat for France. You might remember that there is already a very high alert in France. We spoke about that earlier today. The Operation Sentinel that was put in place, that was right after the January attacks. Remember, this is the second attack in France this year. So this operation, at the time, there were 10,000 soldiers deployed in France around sensitive areas like schools, like churches or other religious institutions. 10,000 soldiers along with 5,000 police forces deployed. Those numbers were brought down a little bit a few months back, but today, obviously, in this emergency meeting, there might be talk of increasing those numbers again, maybe back to the levels right after the January attacks.
Kethevane Gorjestani at the Élysée, thank you very much indeed for joining us.